Justice for CJ, a son, brother, father, uncle. Up drove the hearse Cadillac. A crowd of people gathered around, all dressed in black. And as they removed his body from the car, such pain she never knew had filled her heart. It happened on an early Saturday morning when the noise from the phone really disturbed her. She wasn't too sure at first just what the caller meant when they informed her that there had been an incident. Why, oh why, the sound of a mother's cry as she gathered herself and wiped the tears from her eyes. Somebody asked, who was the next of kin. But oh Lord, it was the beginning of her end. March 17th, 2018. CJ will forever be 22 years young. Justice for CJ. In a mother's love, you will find everything's all right. To a mother's love, you are bound. You can rest on sacred ground. You are free to dream because she sees what you can be. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone to fulfill my needs. A lonely place to be. So I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. You can't beat the tag team giving, no matter how hard you try. They'll just keep on and keep on telling lies on videos. Do or die. They'll send trolls in your chat to get you all bent. You just keep going and stay focused on the content. because you can't beat the tag team giving. That ain't no lie. It is written, shun the very appearance of evil, and don't let your good be evil spoken of. Greetings and welcome to the Tiger's Den. This is the voice of Cheryl, and I am Toothless Tiger. I have a beautiful show scheduled for tonight. Unfortunately, it turned out a little different than when it started out. So I'll be talking about it, and I'll let you know the reason why it's different. I still pose the question to you. What would you do if this happens to you? And I'd like that to be a topic of discussion for tonight. I was going to show the young man's video, but he did an update, and I'm glad that he did. The incident happened June 19th, 2023. The update came September the 7th, and thank goodness for Madria. I call her Maria. She gave me a heads up on the update. So I looked at the update, and I'm glad I did. Now, let me just tell everybody, greetings, and I am so glad that you guys are here. I want to say greetings, Laura, Maria, Crystal, So Alicia, Izetta, Black Rain, Phyllis, and everyone that's in the bushes, in the clouds, on the beach, in the trees, wherever you may be. Greetings. Donkey Green, greetings. Now, after I've said all of that, we're going to start out with CJ. I don't know if anybody's had the opportunity to see, and I know some of you have, the video that I made about CJ. I made that video so that we could put a face to a name and a situation. And I was really, really prompted to do that after seeing the story that I was going to talk about tonight. And we'll still, like I said, have the conversation. Will just be different this time because the update made it different. But when we think about justice for CJ and any hashtags that we use, often whatever the situation is, get lost in the hashtag. And we don't really know why we're hashtagging. We just get accustomed to hashtagging and then we let it go. As Maria said, it's an awesome video. The gentleman who did the video, it was in real time, and his name is Trucking with Mike. And he's a truck driver that drives throughout the United States. And he was on his way home from one state, New Mexico, to his home state, Arizona. And he had an incident that he witnessed, and he did something about it. That's why the question is posed, what would you do? But with CJ, I told the story in the video, but a lot of people just see justice for CJ and they don't know what we're talking about. It's real easy to hashtag without putting a face to the name. And so I wanted you guys to see that CJ was a young man, 22 years old. He was a father of 3 sons. He has a mother and a sister that I can remember. And he has a father, a living father. And they remember his aunts, his cousins, his friends. They remember his co-workers, CJ, because they had the opportunity to know him. Unfortunately, we just know his story. And therefore, I wanted to give him a face. So I hope you all, if you didn't get a chance to look at that video, it's about 20 minutes long. Check it out. I think you'll like it. Before I put the video out, I sent his mother a message. Now, I sent her the message and I sent her the video. And today, when I woke up, I had a message from her, Ms. Ann Proctor. And I want to share that message with you guys, what she said to me. I really told her that I hope that this video doesn't make her too sad. But I think about she and her son often, because I'm the mother of one son, 42 years old. Being Asiatic, we know that it can be rough growing up in this place that we love so much, America. Basically, it's all of the systems that are in place and some old thinking that makes it extremely hard for us. But we still do what we have to do to survive. And mainly that is live. Learn how to live. We spend a lot of time teaching people how to die. We need to teach our children how to live. And Maria put the video in the chat if anybody wants to look at the video. And then you all can look at the update as well, because it's very interesting to see both. But I received a message back from Miss Proctor, and this is what she said. And I'm going to do this off camera, and then I'll come on camera. She said, "Oh my, I listened while tears streamed down my cheeks. I smiled while my heart ached. I can't thank you enough for your time and devotion in letting the public know about his story." Okay, Maria put CJ's video in the chat. Okay, thank you, Maria. Hello, Asatar. I know you're on daddy duties, and I'm glad you're able to join us whenever you can. We love you, and we know you're listening. I adore the music you remade for my CJ. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. To answer your query, yes, I have moved to Texas. Some seem to believe that because I relocated, I have given up. But this is far from the case. If you hear anyone say this, please tell them that I am still on it and trying to obtain help and find someone who will help me. Nobody will even come close to approaching this case. You have moved my heart in more ways than you will ever know. Oh, and I don't mind you giving out my Cash App info to the public. And you can continue if you like. But no one helps me, even with funds. I believe you are the only one who has ever helped me with funds. For that, I thank you. And that was from Miss Ann Proctor. And what I did is in my ticker tape, I just put her Cash App there for if anybody want to donate any amount to her. It's your choice. You don't even have to. She's not looking for anything but help in getting the people that harmed her son convicted. There's so much going on YouTube, and of course, there is a lot of talk going on about Toothless Tiger. Hello, everybody. I don't know why it looks so shadowy, but I look shadowy tonight, and I'll be shadowy. But there is so much talk going on, and these people are so very sad. I have people now quoting the law to me as if they spent their time in law school receiving a Juris Doctorate. I remember back in November the 16th, when I made the decision to file my federal complaint. I remember everybody thought I was crazy, old and senile, don't know what I'm talking about. Everything about me was fake, false, and phony. And they couldn't wait to laugh me off YouTube. I had videos made by me, about me by the pounds. Video after video after video. All because of one man. Hey, sci-fi. All because of one man. The herd joined in and didn't care that I went from one day, August 21st, 2022, from someone that they said was like their aunt, their mom, their grandmother, to this vicious, messy old woman. That saddened me, but I took it like an old woman. It wasn't until I was called on October 28th. I thought it was November the 1st, but it was October the 28th when I was called a child predator because of someone's children's toys. The someone that goes by the name Dadon, who's now at the job. He's working somewhere, and I'm glad he is. Now they're laughing, saying that I didn't receive $11 million judgment. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Believe what you like. You don't have to quote the law to me. You don't have to put it all on the page every day trying to get me to understand what now you all understand. Everybody now is going to court or sending you to jail. Before, I was a snitch, and this is crazy. Some need to know, why are you getting so serious? This is just YouTube. It's not until you're called a child predator that it will be important to you. Black Rain, I'm imagining he's talking about Miss Proctor. Unfortunately, if the media doesn't publicize it across the country, more than likely you won't get financial help. I don't really think she's looking for financial help. I think she's talking about maybe an attorney or someone to take the case. It's not much anybody can do in her situation. The DA explained it to her very well. Because the two people, Akeem and Tiffany, are married, and even though Tiffany confessed out of her mouth and on paper, there is a rule. It's a federal rule and a state rule, and that is the law of privilege. And under the law of privilege, there is such thing as a marital privilege. We all know that, well, we all may not know, but I know that state law governs and federal law coincides with state law. So the state law governs the marital privilege, and in the state of Georgia, they cannot compel a wife to testify against her spouse. And since all of the material evidence disappeared, and at least 9 people that were working the case either quit, transferred, or were moved to other places, no one can help her. And as the DA explained to her, if he go to trial with what they have now, which is nothing, they will get an acquittal, and double jeopardy will not allow them to ever be tried again. There is such a thing as there is no statute against murder. So she just has to wait unless the people of Glenn County, the state of Georgia, decide to lobby and petition their legislature, or I should say, yeah, their legislatures to do some type of amendment to the law of privileges in the state of Georgia. It's nothing that can be done. So it has to be a very painful burden to have. Number one, as a parent, when things happen to our children, we kind of blame ourselves because we feel that we are the ones who brought them here and we got them to the stage that they're at, and we believe that we're able to protect them. But I was taught, and I taught my son, that there are some things you can get involved in when mama can't help you. There's nothing nobody can do. That's true of all human beings. So I always told them, don't live your life one way with me and live another way in the streets. All grows up. As your child grows up, your child becomes an adult, and you allow them to be an adult. It looked like they'll be flagging me tonight. For what reason, I don't know, but who cares? That happens all the time. They talk about me and laugh about me. I have the least amount of subscribers, the least amount of people in my chat, but I have the most people flagging me, and that's so weird to me. But I know now what it feels like to have a celebrity status. And I realize you're not going to be liked by everybody. It's okay. You don't have to like me. You will know me. As I told you all from the beginning, please don't put me in your mess. I don't fight like you people. I don't. And I guess you all know that now. Whether you all acknowledge my $11 million default judgment, the court recognizes it, and so do I. And since this man, who's now been forced to go back to work, probably for the first time in his life outside the penitentiary, probably, I don't know that to be true, but that's my opinion, just like he has one. I'm doing $11 challenge. So if anybody would like, you can give to my $11 challenge, and I'm going to continue to give to my $11 challenge, or ask you to give to my $11 challenge. You can cash app it to Toothless Tiger, or you can super chat it to the channel. It's your choice. And if you don't have it or don't want to do it, that's your choice too. I appreciate you for being here. Hope you like what I'm talking about. Hope you hit the like button and participate in the conversation in the chat and leave a comment. You can even share the video if you like. That means a lot to us as content creators. One thing YouTube is doing in this information age is moving toward engagement. And that's what I like, engagement. And I have a beautiful, engaging chat. And I appreciate you guys for being here and engaging. But I also did a video. I didn't do a live. And I'll be doing more little videos like that. I did a video about the man who exposed the Don with a job, because they love to tell us that they're all about YouTube and they're YouTubing and their whole lives involve YouTube. That's how they make their living. In all honesty, they're lying to their chats. But the herd really don't care about lies. They just want to be a part of something. And so they just follow the leader. A lot of this has to do with them wanting to be more than they are. And, you have the right to want to be more than you are. And then when I did my first song with Marvin Gaye, it's the Was it Marvin Gaye? No, it was the OJ's. Money, 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 money. And I said the game is to be told and not sold. And I've tried to get y'all to understand that that's the way I do it. The game is to be sold and not told if you're into the game. That's why people are being finessed every day on YouTube. I want to thank you for hitting the Cash App. I don't call out names or amounts for the simple reason these people, thank you so very much, beautiful. These people have a tendency to harass the people if you call out their name, if you're not on certain content creators' channels. So I have to be very careful because I like to protect my people. I know what it feels like to be doxxed. I've been doxxed before. And it's not a good feeling at all. It's very painful to wake up and see your home and your vehicle that you rely on to get you from point A to point B with your license tag number floating on YouTube. Now, if I did it, I would have no problem with that. But no, someone took it upon themselves to do it. So that's not a good feeling. You think when you're giving to people, you think that you're giving and you're helping and you're kind. I want y'all to know some of these people are taking your information from your Cash App, looking you up on Facebook, getting your pictures, getting your life story, so that whenever they get angry at you, then they will start doing what they call doxing you and putting it out on YouTube. They make up these fake pages and then they do all of that. So I promise you guys, you have to really be careful. You know, I hear these people say they trust no one. I'm not that person. I have, me personally, I have a problem with somebody who trusts no one. And I don't have a problem with them. It's the train of thought that I have a problem with. Because you got to trust somebody. And even that somebody that you trust could turn on you. You see, we all, at one time, I know I used to, but we all used to say we trust in a man named Jesus, somebody we never saw. We just heard of a story from a story of a story through a story. And we trust that emphatically. At least we say we do. I don't know if we do or not. Thank you, Dead Black. I appreciate you. And someone else sent me a Cash App, and I'm going to honor you guys in a moment. I just kind of want to get this out right quick. Thank you. Thank you all very much. I truly appreciate it. But see, even that man, Jesus, I'm talking about. Because see, everything happens to us here on YouTube. I call it the Jesus syndrome. The reason I call it the Jesus syndrome is because, Jesus knew no sin, we were taught. But yet the king allowed him to be killed. And he allowed him to be killed because of the crowd, not because the king found fault in Jesus. It was because the crowd told the king they wanted him dead. And the king wanted to remain the king, so the king killed an innocent man. That's what's happening to me on YouTube. See, the Don want me dead. He keeps saying I'm dead and I'm going to be dead by this day and I'm dying. Why all of this, I don't know, but that's what he keeps saying. And even though I have congestive heart failure and I was born with a 3rd-degree heart block with a pacemaker that I've had for the last 39 years, it's also written that no man knows the hour that the Son of Man will return. Or I'm going to call it the death angel. So I don't fear dying. My daddy taught me that if you were born to burn, you ain't going to drown. So I don't know how I'm going to go. But if I was born to die because I was on YouTube, then I certainly can't do that if I'm not on YouTube. I don't sit down and anticipate dying. I try to plan and teach children how to live. I even do that to adults that have conversations with me because, see, I've been through some things. I'm 64 years old. And if allowed to see life, October 26th, I'll be 65. And I'm grateful. As a kid, you don't imagine yourself getting to be 65. That's so old and so far away. But I'm here knocking on the door. And everybody that's 64 going on 65 are not in the condition that I'm in. And everybody love to talk about how I look and fat and bald head and no teeth. But you know, it's some stories to go with the story. It ain't because I was on dope. It ain't because I didn't love myself enough to take care of me. I got some things working from birth. It's called congenital. And you can look up congenital in the dictionary and it'll tell you the definition. So I don't worry about these people talking about me and how I look and what I say and what I do. None of that bothers the kid because I went through a painstaking journey to love this woman right here. Oh, it was painstaking. I had to face some real harsh truths about my life, my situation, and who I am as a person. My character flaws, and above anything, the greatness that lives inside of me that I pull out and share with any one of you if you have the privilege of knowing me. Because it is a privilege to know me. It is. And I honor the same in knowing you until you show me different. The things I do to help people don't see, but the person that benefits from it. And it may be one person that benefit, and it may help a whole lot of people. Madria will tell y'all about that. She experienced that. Phyllis can tell y'all about that. She's experienced that. Laura can tell y'all about that. She's experienced that. No brags, just facts. Now, I can name a whole lot of people, but it wouldn't mean anything to you guys. But to the people that have benefited from what I do for people, I guarantee you. Dimple D, my cousin, she can tell y'all about that. No matter where we are on the Kwame Brown spectrum, she can tell you about who I am and what I do and how I do it. Free of charge. My brother can tell y'all about that. I do it because, number one, I was blessed with the knowledge. It's number one. Number two, I learned through learning who I am. I can only keep what I have by giving it away. Freely you receive, freely you give. And I do that. I've never been a jealous person. My mama taught me how to not to be that. My mama taught me never envy anyone for what they have, because you might not be willing to pay the price that they're willing to pay. And trust me, that has allowed me to live in this life jealous free of anyone. Whatever they possess, it's theirs. My daddy taught us never get excited about nobody talking about they got 10 bathrooms. He said you can only shit in one toilet at a time. You can only sleep in one bed at a time. No matter how many cars you possess, you can only drive that one. And my daddy say at the time. He didn't say at a time. He said at the time. Yeah, we got a lot of little private sayings that we say as a family, making fun of things that my dad used to say. But we're truly grateful that we had a dad to say. And he said a plenty. We heard him. Our children can repeat to you. My cousins, our friends can tell you what my daddy said. And we see it happening before our eyes. One of the things the old folks used to tell us is what? Just keep living. All you got to do is keep living. Thank you so much for the Cash App. I truly appreciate it. I've never been an alcoholic. I've never been a drug addict, but I've worked a program of alcoholism through the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. It is an anonymous program. It's anonymous for a reason. But I worked them. I thought I couldn't because Al-Anon didn't help me. Those women that were in my Al-Anon class were using more drugs and drinking more than the men that they claimed brought them to the group. And then there was a lady told me, why don't you try AA? I told her, but I'm not an alcoholic or a drug addict. And she told me, you don't have to be. The big book says, all you need is a desire not to drink. And with that being said, I went to group for 9 months. Every day for 9 months. At 8 p.m. I was consistent. See, I do things consistently. Y'all, I'm an organized, disorganized perfectionist. Everything is everywhere. But that's how I function because my life was so chaotic and I didn't know it. I didn't know why my life was so chaotic. You know, whatever you are on the inside, it truly does reflect your outside. But your outside don't determine who you are. It's your inside. You see, because it's written in the Son book, the one we call the Bible, it says that whatever is in you, it's going to come out. And it's not that you put in the body that defiles you. This temple that we love to talk about, you know, this is what you eat because it's from the abundance of the heart where things come from. And so if you have an issue up here, I guarantee you got an issue here in your chest, and you got one in your stomach, because there are 3 brains to the human anatomy that we're not taught about. And I trust that one in my belly, because that's your knower. You know, when you say you know deep down inside of you, that's your knower. And your knower will always protect you. Your heart will mislead you. It really will. Oh, it'll help you love on anybody, even the wrong somebody. This mind here, see, if you go with the conscious brain, you're going to be trying to negotiate and reason. If you go with the subconscious brain that you can't see, that one only acknowledges truth. So that's why they always tell us a lie before they give us the truth. And we're so busy when we hear stuff, instead of listening to learn, we're listening to respond till we miss the truth. And here we go negotiating a lie as if it's going to make life better. It doesn't. I guarantee you that. I had 2 men that I loved more than anything in life. One was an alcoholic, one was a drug addict with all of the addictions. I'm sure the alcoholic had some sex addiction, and he may have had other issues, but those are the 2 that I know about. That one with the drug problem, I knew about a plenty. But see, I had a sickness too, and mine was people. I wanted to please people. I wanted to save people. I had to put on a God suit, I thought. But no, what I had to do was take off the God suit. I worked the 12 steps. And although I didn't have a drinking problem, I learned from listening to people in group every night. If you do a 4th step and you don't do a 5th step, you're going to drink a 5th. Because the 4th step is so very painful. And you got to know to do the steps in order. It's just like when I read a book. See, I don't read a book from beginning to end like one would do, or like we're taught to do. I just open a book and I read what chapters are about. Then I pick the chapter I like the best, and that's how I start reading the book. But if you want a spiritual awakening, and it's called a spiritual awakening because we attach spirits to emotions. But spirit means breath. Spiritual means breathing. But we attach spirits to emotions and to feelings. And we call them different things. That's fine if that's what you do. I did it too, the majority of my life. But today, I recognize the difference. And I don't discount anybody, what they think, feel, or believe. I don't discount it. I allow you to be you, but I'm going to talk about it. And if you think I'm not, you might not want to talk to me. You know, like I told people, I don't judge people because I don't have nowhere for you to go. I'm not a judgmental person, but I talk about everybody I know, good, bad, and indifferent. I do. And I would argue that we all do. Can you be honest and say the same? Because everything you say about people ain't bad. Everything you say ain't good. Some things are indifferent. And some things you may even have wrong. I love when people tell me, that's just my opinion. Like that means something. That only means something to you. And your opinion can be wrong. I know that's true because mine been wrong on countless of things. But it was my opinion. And I don't have the opinion where I want to be wrong. Now, some people tell me, oh, you want to be right. You think you know everything. That's not a true statement in its totality. But there is some truth to that statement. Because if someone tells you that, do know what's the opposite of you if you're having a conversation with somebody. So if they're accusing you of that, then that must be where they're coming from. Believe that or not. Makes me no difference. My daddy taught me I didn't name the truth. I'm just not ashamed to tell it. You know, these people always talking about snitches, get stitches, and snitching, but there was a time. There's a lot of things going on this YouTube I had no clue about when I came. My son warned me how people do, but I swore that wouldn't happen to me. Not me, son, because I ain't talking about none of these people. I ain't talking about nobody. I'm just talking about me and my journey. Who could get mad at me about me? As I love to hear Astor say, about me. Who could get mad at me? That's why Astor say, me, I love it. And I tease him about it all the time. But trust me, people can get mad. You know, the dons of YouTube. The #1 content creator who has no content, so they live stream mine and then talk about me like a dog. Madia Black, the one with the pitch up voice. The one, Uncle Shug, you the man, Uncle Shug, you the only one making money, Uncle Shug. Now the story is pedophile, pickle, predator, Chester. Imagine. But he told us the other day, and that's why I made the video, he told us about he and the Don, which I already knew. I figured it out when they did the scam on Sister T. But I didn't figure it out until after they put the numbers on my page. And I want y'all to know they're still trying to put numbers on my page. One of my videos, great video from Toxic Parents. One of those videos, they actually bought anywhere from, I guess, 12 subscribers. And so YouTube said that I was fake engaging because I had 11 more people than I should have. And then when I did an update on it, then it went to 6 people. These people are treacherous. And the only thing they have to do to purchase and put things on your page, hear me and hear me good, everybody. All they need is to hit the share button and get your URL. And then they go to whatever company they use to purchase the views, the likes, the comments, the live views. And then they drop your URL and they give them their credit card number or electronic check information. And then they push the button and it's that simple. So it's nothing you can do to protect from that. But because of what I do, see, I'm not going to do nothing. They keep talking about my RICO case. Here's a man they call the meal ticket, I believe. I don't know this man. Never even had a word with him. But now he's talking about Toothless RICO case. I don't have a RICO case. I have a complaint that I'm filing with the FBI. See, they will do the investigating. They will make the determination if it's a RICO case. And then it will go to the federal prosecutor. But I'm in the Fifth Circuit, and I'm in a very good circuit to be in. Do know that. I don't practice law. I don't give legal advice, but I study law. And if I had the funds, I would have Westlaw. They only have that for attorneys or people who can afford to pay that $1,200 a month. Most attorney firms don't have access to Westlaw because they can't afford it. Most attorney firms. You all got to understand what's really happening here. I understand. See, I knew my assignment when I decided to come. I came in peace. I'll leave any way I need to, because like I said, you all drew first blood. Rambo just responds. Consider me Rambo. I play no games. Kaiser Soze, I don't know if you know him, but go check out The Usual Suspect, and you'll understand who Toothless is. The way I think, Jason Bourne. I don't know if you know Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy, but check him out. That's how I think. See, I don't know what I was in a past life, because the way I used to believe there were no past lives. But I can show you who I am in this life. And I think I've shown y'all. And that D. Santana guy who came in my chat very disrespectful the other day and was telling me about my case, and I told him about him and his mother, I meant that. I come with respect. Again, I leave any way I have to. Doesn't matter. You all have embarrassed me, have intimidated me, have stalked me, have laughed at me, have plotted against me, tell people don't come in my chat, don't donate to me, don't subscribe to me. I lose 2 people, I gain 1. I lose 5 people, I gain none. Last month, I had not 1 single subscriber. Not 1. And you got people looking like that man, lady DJ, over there with almost 4,000 people talking about she's right. No, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. Remember, I allow you to be who you say you are until you show me different. And when you show me different, then I know who you are. I don't have to believe nothing. I know. See, we need to know some things. We need to believe some things. We need to hope some things. And we need to bring some things to fruition. And I'm a fruition person. Oh, I'm slow. Like I said once before, I'm slow in motion, analytical and a critical thinker. A 98% accurate results when I go to war. Y'all might believe in the battle is not yours, it belongs to the Lord. I believe that it's me. I am the Lord of my life. Whoever you are in yours, that's you. My mother is my creator. I know that to be true. She's the closest thing that I know to creation. See, when I learned everything that the system has done is to keep our bodies from being in harmony with nature, that's why I don't fit in with the conscious community, because I don't know what that means. I don't fit in with the roasters because I don't roast. Like I said, if I roast, it's in the oven. I'm cooking food. But we all know how to talk about each other. That's all we did as people. We grew up talking about each other. If you got siblings, y'all know what that feel like. That's all we did. And we had fun. We didn't have computers. And we all wasn't separated by putting our heads into a phone. We had to deal with each other. We had to see who was going to get the TV first, because we only had one. And if you didn't call it, it's just like the day room in a penitentiary. If you didn't call that channel, you ain't going to get to look at what you want to look at that day. You got to call it. That's how I grew up. Moneyhand Court, the projects, the jets, the projects. Hey, Moneyhand Court, Oak Cliff, Texas, Dallas. And we wasn't even known as the bad projects. You had to be from West Dallas to have that title, or from South Dallas to have that title, or from East Dallas to have that title, or from North Dallas. Now, I done gave you news, all 4 directions: north, east, west, and south. News. So I'm giving y'all the news you can use. You can use it if you choose to. If you don't, I can't do nothing about it. See, I done gave y'all enough keys where it should be more people have emailed me and say, Toothless, could you send me that Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars book that you have? And could you send me that Henry Campbell's 4th edition Black's Law Dictionary? I've advertised it too much. And some of what's happening to me could be YouTube, because who wants an Asiatic to wake up? You see, we so brilliant. No matter what it is they keep us from doing, we're going to always do it. And we always going to do it better. And then I had a woman here say, hey, I don't know where she get that from. They didn't teach us that in school. That's the point. But it's Asiatic because the landmass is known as Asia. That's the only reason. And we're everywhere where there's land. I don't play games. Now, I used to play cards when we used to get together. I could play spades, crazy 8, bid whist, and 500 gin rummy. I learned, and I'm not great at it, but I can, win a little bit, to play dominoes. But really, people get mad at me because they know I don't know what I'm doing, but I win. And they got all of these skills and counting all 7 of the numbers. And they know to put the 3s with the 3s and the 2s with the 2s and the 6s with the 6s and the 5s. I don't know none of that. And then I mess around and win, and they be mad as hell at me. That really happens to me. I don't know how. I don't even know what I'm doing. As long as I'm having fun. And then 3 times is what I give anybody. I'm either beat you 3 times or you going to beat me, but you're not going to keep beating me, and I ain't going to keep beating you. My daddy taught us sportsmanship, fairness in dealing. My daddy was that nigga he told us about. He taught us some brilliant stuff. And I share it freely with what my daddy taught me. See, my daddy said, if you fuck up on page 1, you ain't going to never make it to page 2. Not you. A lot of people don't understand that reasoning, because I find a lot of people here don't have sound reasoning. They're not prudent in their thinking. And I understand that. We all have issues. See, I believe all of us are sick. Some of us are just sicker than others. And we tolerate a lot of things because we only know what we know. And most of us are not willing to learn anything else. But we'll listen to you and we'll mimic you. But see, I believe in giving credit where credit is due. A workman is worthy of his hire, but my work is not worthy because the Dons say, don't donate to her. Oh, but you can't stop my faithful few. You can't stop them. They're not only going to donate, they're going to show up. And if I'm too late, they're going to call and want to know, what am I doing? What's going on? I had the nerve somehow. I don't know how that happened, but somehow Maria was dropping links like she was at we got a place called Good Lucks. That's where they sell hamburgers and stuff like that in the hood. And the hamburgers real greasy and stuff. And so we all, grew up going to Good Lucks. She dropping links like, they dropping Good Lucks French fry. And then she called me and said, so I lost my wrench. I say, what? You did? Shit, I didn't do it. I don't know what happened, Maria. I don't know. But then I had to say, well, if I did do it, I don't know how I did it and why I did it, because I damn sure didn't do it because she was doing it. But, that's why my son told me you old folks ought to keep y'all ass off this technology. He laugh and talk about his mother all the time. All the time. But he wouldn't have it any other way. The only thing he did not want from me is what ended up happening. And that's people talking about his mama calling all these names and all that kind of stuff. And that's why he doesn't participate in the show. And then he said he grew up on this shit. He don't want to hear this no more. I say the same shit over and over, and I do. I really do. I'm just like the Bible. I call the Sun Book. I'm just like teaching. Repetitiveness makes us better. Unless we're doing it wrong, then it makes us worse. And what I do, repetition strengthens and confirms. Face comes naturally. The games these people play, I see them a mile away. And as I told y'all, I really know the saying is the game is to be sold and not told. That's because they're finessing y'all. They're hitting your heartstrings. They're lying to you. And y'all buy it, hook, line, and sinker. I haven't seen these women who can actually talk about somebody without calling them all bitches and hoes. That's all they know. Pernicious, they don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. It is more than one way to skin a cat. I want to thank you for that donation. I received enough donations where I must stop for a minute. Plus, I want to smoke a cool Filter King. And I said I don't smoke on camera. I want to thank you guys and play some music right quick. And then I'll come back and talk more. I have to get this elephant stuff out the room. So I realize since I'm the hot topic for right now, and everybody wants to be a part of a RICO case that I don't know anything about, if they say that they want to be a part of Cheryl's federal complaint, then they can do that. I got people leaving messages in my comments that nobody better not come knocking at my door. You never heard me say that. That's a Mondo talking. Madia Black. He's the one who's talking about the feds gonna come knocking. When I filed my lawsuit, everybody on the charts, and y'all knew about these charts before today, but you didn't know about 3 charts. Because there were only one that everybody knew, and that was Kwame's. I did that originally because I was trying to help Southern Gotti. But, see, these people attacked me before I knew anything about her. They attacked me because I said I saw 2 men wrong. Then we moved on to this man that called himself the Don, that's working every day, that Madia Black let slip out. I know you at work, looking at me in the bushes, or wherever you are. Yeah, he at work. Madia Black. You ready for Red October? I'm ready for Pink October. And we're going to do it up because pink is my favorite. Pink and black, those are my 2 favorite colors. So I'm ready for Pink October. And I ain't doxing nobody. Because, see, I need y'all to check y'all laws in y'all states. Every state is a country, in case y'all knew that or not. You don't have to believe me. Research for yourself. The way you can know that's a true statement, because every country has its own constitution. And every state in the union has its own constitution. That constitution guides your legislators, the Senate and the House, on how to make legislation, which is law, that the citizens of that country will live by. So y'all might need to check, because in the state of Texas, September 1st, 744 laws went into effect. One of them was the doxing law. And if you dox anybody in the state of Texas, if you put out their email address, if you put out their government name, if you put out their phone number, if you put out their address, that is a Class B misdemeanor. Now, of course, it has to be enforced. So the person would have to press the charge. But it is a Class B misdemeanor as of September 1st, 2023. House Bill 611, in case anybody need to know. Now, I don't know about other states because I only live in Texas. And again, I'm not an attorney. I don't give legal advice. I don't represent anybody. But I research and I read and I do what I do. That's what I do. Whatever you good at, shit, do your thing, Wardy. And I'm going to be happy for you, because, see, I know what I'm good at. And a lot of stuff people do, I ain't finna do none of that. I don't care how good I am. And I can do a lot of that too. But that ain't nothing I want to do. I didn't come here for that. And I'm happy for everybody. That's why I support everybody. These people want to hook me up with groups. Y'all, this side and that side. I got two sides. One me. I got a left side and a right side. They're the only sides I got. A left and a right. I stand for right. I have been wrong. And can be wrong again. I don't have no problem with that. And if I hurt you, it is never on purpose unless you are the target. And then it's on purpose. But there are some people, just my sound of my voice hurts them. And that is never my intention. But I am not clairvoyant. Yeah, I'm intuitive, but I don't read minds. I don't have voodoo dolls. I don't know what you're thinking, what you're feeling. And like Dick Gregory taught me, people hear what you say. They don't hear what you mean. So if you mean something different than what I heard, then I need you to explain it to me. Because I hear what you say, not what you mean. And on that note, I'm going to give us one of my little mini concerts. But first, I'm going to thank everybody so far that has given to the $11 challenge. And I appreciate you all for giving. Your face. You got to remove the excess water. Now she's coming This out. Is how you do it. Thank you. Let me take you back to my elementary school days. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. People. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. People. I didn't do anything to these people. But I'm being bullied anyway. We will stop the bullying. And it starts with me. My new hashtag, not me. See that old man over there in his chair? This old man is living in the bottle. He done quit his 9 to 5. He drink full time, and now he's living in the bottle. Well, See that old man over there in his chair. This old man got a problem, and it's a bad one. Now he done pawned off everything, his old woman wedding ring for the bottle. Well, and don't you think it's a crime when time after time people living in the bottle? These people living in the bottle, y'all. YouTube. When I look at the subscribers that I received over the past year, 60 subscribers compared to other content creators. Some started when I started, some came after me. The numbers are not numbering. From what my numbers tell me, I gained one subscriber every 6 days. YouTube, you got me. You got me. You've got me, YouTube. You've got me speechless. You've got me. You've got me. You've got me. You've got me speechless. All I can say is yes, yes, yes. All I can say is yes, yes, yes. Whoo. Money, 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 money. Money. Money, 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 money. Some people will sell you out. Do you know what I'm talking about? Some people tell jokes of dirt. They don't care whose feelings they hurt. I was told from times of old, the game's to be sold and not told. If you don't know what I'm talking about, hang around YouTube and you will find out about that mean, oh mean, mean green, almighty dollar, cash money. Well, people don't let money, don't let money change you. Almighty dollar, cash money. People don't let money. Don't let money change you. Almighty dollar, they just keep on scamming and scamming everybody. Check them out, scamming and scamming everybody. I tell y'all, people don't let money, don't let money change you. Money, 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 money. Yesterday, MSO celebrated her birthday. I'm going to play the song that she likes, and then I'm going to play Happy Birthday song. I think I made it for my son. MSO, just know it's for you. Happy birthday. And I was so honored to be in on your celebration on Sister T's last night. It was absolutely beautiful. So let me play your song, and then I will play the birthday song. It's with you in mind. I am telling you, I'm not going. Not me, Skinny. You're the worst man I'll ever know. There's no way I could ever go. No, 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 no way. Look at the fat woman with no teeth. No, 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 no way. I'm going without you. We're going to court together. And I hope you stay free. I'm going, and you going with me. Ooh, with me. You're going with me. Ooh, Skinny. Ooh, Skinny. Ooh, Skinny. You're going to go with me. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Go Greg, it's your birthday. 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 It's your day, gon' turn it up. It's your day, go turn it up. It's your day, go turn it up. It's your day, your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Brianna too. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. I love you. Go IMSO, it's your birthday. Go IMSO, it's your birthday. Go IMSO, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your day, go turn it up. It's your day, go turn it up. It's your day, go turn it up. It's your day, your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, IMSO. I know you had a beautiful time last night. I know we all had fun. And I hope you really enjoyed yourself. Hear me out, y'all. Just hear me out. You can't beat skinny giving, no matter how hard you try. He'll keep on messing up. Do or die. He has minions in the chat that told me what he's doing. You keep on dodging. Thank you, super hostification, 'cause you can't beat skinny giving. Do or die. You can keep dodging and dodging and dodging and dodging, no matter how hard you try. But we will meet in the federal court. That ain't no lie. You can't beat skinny giving. Thank you, super horsification. You did it. Yeah, you did it. We're not against content. We're not against content creators and supportive subscribers. But we are against those bullies, stalkers, and harassers. It's the thuggish, ruggish cons. 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 You got Gotti, Retro 813, Black Mondo's in the house, Lady D, Jay's in the house, and Skinny, the Don. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake money, fake money. These niggas always tell a lie on you, and if you're not gonna sue, they think the lie becomes the truth. I know that this song gets very corny, but it's not worse than showing 10 racks of phony money. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake money, fake money, fake money, Mondo, baby, baby. See that old man over there in his chair? This old man is living in the bottle. He done quit his 9 to 5. He drink full time, and now he's living in the bottle. Well, see that old man over there in his chair? This old man got a problem, and it's a bad one. Now he done pawned off everything, his old woman wedding ring for the bottle. Well, and don't you think it's a crime when time after time people living in the bottle? These people living in the bottle, y'all. Louisiana in the South, Georgia in the South, Florida in the South. Everybody do the shark boy, shark boy. Hey, shark boy, shark boy. Everybody do the shark boy, shark boy. Hey, shark boy, shark boy. I said he's sitting on the beach and playing in the sand. The people want to swim and he's snapping at their hand. I said he's sitting on the beach, they playing in the sand. The people trying to swim and he's snapping at their hand. Do the shark boy, shark boy. Hey, shark boy, shark boy. Everybody do the shark boy, shark boy. Hey, shark boy, shark boy. I said he's sitting on the beach and playing in the sand. The people trying to swim and he's snapping at their hands. I said he's playing on the beach, sitting in the sand. People trying to swim and he's snapping at their hand. Do the shark boy. Hey. Brown skinned lady, where your husband at? When he woke up, you were typing in that chat. He sat up so he could think. Next thing he knew, you were taking skinny link. He left home to be with his side piece. He left home to be with his side piece. He said, baby, this ain't right. I'm gonna leave and go back home tonight. It was about 4 a.m. when he grabbed a handle. He walked right in and you were on a panel. He left home to be with this side piece. He left home to be with his side piece. Some people are made of plastic, and you know some people are made of wood. Some people have hearts of stone. Ha! Some people are up to no good. Yeah, but let me tell you something. Something about me that you should know. If what you're looking for is integrity, then I want you to know that is me. You see, what you see is what you get. Look at me. What you see is what you get. I said what you see is what you get. Now YouTube and real, yes real, I'm the best thing yet. Skinny! Skinny! Skinny boy! No matter how the skinny gang flag, you can't. Skinny! Skinny! Skinny boy! No matter how the skinny gang flag, you can't stop my bag. What did I say? You're trying to stop my pay. What did I say? You're trying to stop my pay. What did I say? You're trying to stop my pay. I can't lose with the stuff I use. What did I say? You're trying to stop my pay. Do you feel beat? You don't want me to eat. What did I say? You're trying to stop my pay. What did I do to any of you? Skinny! Skinny boy! I'm going to ask you again. Just know you can't win. What did I say for you to stop my pay? I am telling you, I'm not going. Not me, Skinny. You're the worst man I'll ever know. There's no way I could ever go. No way. Look at the fat woman with no teeth. No way. I'm going without you. We're going to court together. And I hope you stay free. I'm going, and you going with me. Ooh, with me. You're going with me. Ooh, skinny. Ooh, skinny. Ooh, skinny. You're gonna go with me. See that old man over there in his chair? This old man is living in the bottle. He done quit his 9 to 5. He drink full time, and now he's living in the bottle. Well, see that old man over there in his chair? This old man got a problem, and it's a bad one. Now he done pawned off everything, his old woman, wedding ring for the bottle. Well, and don't you think it's a crime when time after time people living in the bottle? These people living in the bottle, y'all. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed that intermission. Basically, what the show was about tonight, it was about a truck driver named Mike. And he was at a truck stop in New Mexico. And as he was resting, he saw a white truck pull up. And in this white truck, the people jumped out of the truck and they pulled the tarp back on the back of the truck. And then they opened the cage and led 5 little children out of the cage into the bathroom. Well, he thought that was unusual. And so when they went back to the truck after coming from the bathroom, they actually tried to stuff the children back into the cage and locked it down. That was more than the 5 children. He does not know how many because this was nighttime. That's why I asked the question, what would you do if this happened to you? So he got on the phone and dialed 911. And as he dialed 911, he felt they looked at him, jumped in their truck, and drove off. 911 told him to follow in behind them, as behind them far enough where they couldn't tell he was following them. And he's in an 18-wheeler because he's a truck driver. And his truck only goes 70 miles an hour. And so they had, when he got caught up with them 2 miles up the road, stopped the truck, and it was police everywhere. This happened June 19th, 2023. And so everybody was calling him a hero and thanking him and things of that nature. As the story progressed, of course, it changed. And then people started calling him fake and a scammer, and he's not known to be that. He's a hardworking man. He's on the road. He see all kind of things on the road. This is just something he witnessed. And what he was doing, he was so emotional the night that he shared the story. He was actually literally about to go into tears, and he ended his life. But I saw the update, and the update is now they're saying that those children belong to the actual woman. We don't know any details about why you would have your children locked in a cage in the back of your truck with a tarp over it, none of that. But what he's doing is just clearing his name. And he is a father, he is a husband, and he is a hardworking man. And he's just telling everybody and warning everybody, if you should see something that you think is suspicious, please tell. Because one of the things that people stop us from doing right is they put fear in us. It's just like these people on YouTube. When they see us standing for ourselves and standing for right, then they're going to say we're in a group because we're standing independently for ourselves. And we're letting people know this is not who we are, no matter what. Strangers, and everybody love to call us strangers, except when they're talking about me or the individuals they're talking about. Now all of a sudden everybody know everybody. They know the operation of your mind. They know how you live. They know everything about you. But they do that and start doxing you to shut you up and to shut you down. But if everybody shut up and shut down, just imagine what this world would be like. So we need people, if you see something that you think is out of order, just make the call. You see, you can't tell them how to investigate and what result to come up with. That's why I make the complaint. All you can do is make the complaint and let whoever the fact finders are and whoever the decision makers are, you let them carry out the investigation, and the end result is what it is. We don't control that. And that's what's wrong with a lot of people. We want to control the end result of a matter, but we can't control the end result. I know this prayer, they say it a lot in recovery, but it's actually a real prayer. And that's, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Now, the things you cannot change is people, places, and situations. The things that you can is you. And sometimes you have a problem changing you. And the wisdom to know the difference is to know when to step into something and when not to. Because every battle is not worth fighting. But if it comes to you, your reputation, your life, your family, then you better stand. And you better stand in the power of might. You better stand in truth. But my daddy taught me one thing: truth to get your ass killed just as quick as a lie. So sometimes you have to lie. So anybody on here to say they don't lie, then you lying. And I don't even want to talk to you no more. Because I don't live lying, I don't practice lying, but boy, I can lie. Yes, like any other human being in America and anywhere else, I can. And will if I have to. But I don't live my life in such a way that I have to. If they want to look me up and put my house out there, they've done that. Put my car out there, they've done that. All of my bills and my checks that I get every month, they've done that. They've done all that. My phone number, they've done that. My name, they've done that. They even put my little nephew up on YouTube. They've done that too. Yeah, they've done that. Any picture that I have on my little Facebook page, they've put those out there too. My mama, my daddy. This man called himself the Don told me that I'm going to look funny when he put my mama up on the community wall. And like I told him, my mama been dead 30 years, so you better make her skeleton look mighty goddamn good. Yeah, because she's been dead 30 years. So anything you put up on a wall, if it don't reflect her skeleton, then that ain't my mama. See, because what my mama look like, she's in my heart. Hey, lazy, glad you can make it. I know you've been working extremely hard. Tell my niece I said hello. Yeah, see, we got to get real. And we got to quit letting people lead and act like they're dictators. And we got to quit being fearful. And we don't need nobody to coincide with us if we standing for right. Right stand on its own. You don't have to get nobody to go along with you. It's just like these people that are crooked. Partners in crime do time. Because long as there's somebody outside of you, the opportunity is always there for somebody to sell you out. Remember, the game is to be sold, is what they say in the street, not told. I'm the total opposite. The game is to be told, not sold, so you don't have to pay for it. Because the thing of it is, some people truly believe that it's no sense greater than bought sense. That's a lie. Taught sense is the best sense you can have outside of common sense. It's best to learn from someone else's mistake than for you to make the mistake and not make it through it. Because some people make the mistake and they don't live through the mistake. But if you can tell me a way to keep me from doing something, and if I would listen and adhere to it, I'd rather take that route than to have to live through the pain or the embarrassment or whatever it is that you have to deal with of doing it myself. Some things you don't want to do yourself. Yeah, some things you don't want to do yourself. And making dumb moves should be one of them. You shouldn't want to do that. So the question was, what would you do in the situation if you saw this happening in front of you? Would you call for help, or would you just say it ain't none of my business and I don't want to be involved? Because I know a young lady, and I'm trying to get in touch with her, who has to deal with this every day. Her daughter has been a product of human trafficking, and she has been used as an object of sexual desire, and she has to fight with her. She now has very bad emotional problems behind it. So much so, she tried to throw herself off of a 60-foot bridge to kill herself, and she didn't die. She broke up a lot of bones, but she didn't die. And her mother still fights. Sometimes you will see her on Facebook, and she'll be the only person with a sign picketing in front of the motel where these people bring these children. It's real, y'all. We need to keep an eye on our children. We need to keep an eye on our senior citizens. I don't go much. I don't do much because I don't want to be knocked upside the head. I already move too slow. I don't have reflexes like I had when I was younger. My mobility skills are not as agile. I have to be careful, and so should you. We have people coming up missing every day, and nobody talks about it. Instead of us tearing each other down on this platform, we have the ability to report news in our communities that most of us don't get to hear about. But do we do that? No, that's too much like right. We'd rather beat you out of a bag and tell a lie so you can donate to me so I can be the number one content creator, and you have no creativity and no content. You'd rather play somebody else's video and critique that person while you're playing their video. That's what's so sad about it. Calling them all manner of pernicious names, and you think that's funny and that's cute, and so do your audience. And that's why I go back to the Jesus syndrome. Who runs your channel? Is it you, the content creator, or do you allow the chat to bring the darkness and the heaviness and dictate what you're going to do? And that's laugh and talk about somebody. This man said that I said I'd done more time in prison than anybody. I'm a fool. The person behind the bar did more time. I never said that. I said I've been to prison more than anybody I know. And that's true. The difference between me and them is I was on the visitation side of the table. They were incarcerated. Yeah, I've been to prison more than anybody I know. Anybody. Because I used to go often. I also took people to see their loved ones. You see, it's all about giving back. Helping someone who can't help themselves. No expectation of helping you. I gave people money to spend on their inmate so that they can have a decent visit. Again, the things that I do, they're unmatched. So I don't worry about what other people do. I just know what I'm capable of doing, and I do it. That's what I do. And then they talked about, like my nephew, you can see him back and forth. They talked about, you see, that's her brother that did that to her. My brother been dead since 2013. These people say anything, and then the chat just goes along with it. Don't know me from Adam, Eve, and nobody else, but they go along with it. I want to thank So Ivy. She was on a show tonight, and she acknowledged that our conversation that we had when she went through what she went through with the Don was truly a genuine conversation. And as she said, as she think back on it, it was real and genuine. And she has no issue with me. I want to thank her for that. Because none of those people, and everybody want to know about my charts. Those are people that bullied, stalked, and harassed me on YouTube. So it's some people dying for their names to be on the chart. Well, silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. You were not one of the ones. I did that specifically for me. I did that. I started out trying to help Southern Gotti. I didn't realize she was the snake. And see, what people need to understand about snakes can be good and they can be bad. Because the venom comes from snakes is often used in medicine. Believe that or not, it's the truth. But if you want to get rid of an issue or a snake, you're taught biblically in the Son book, you cut off the head and the tail will follow. A lot of you like to play with the tail. It regrows itself. The snake has the ability to regrow itself. It sheds its skin every so often. So you need to understand, if you really want to get rid of a snake, cut the head off and the body will follow. We let a lot of these people make it. Like, I don't know why more videos are not being made about Muddy Black and Skinny Dadon. They're the same as the #1 draft pick. All of them are scammers, but yet they call me scammers. And then I had somebody in my comments telling me I better be able to prove what I say. I say to you, fuck you. You prove what I say. I think I'm very good at what I do. And although y'all don't want to believe in the $1 million that I'll never receive, I am, on paper, an $11 million heir. I got a clerk's judgment. I am. And the clerk had the power to do that. Now these people want me to read this section of the law and that section of the law and this, and you better understand that, and you need to read it 3 times. And no, I don't need to do any of that. Y'all need to do that, because in the beginning, remember, everything was fake. I was fake. My paperwork was fake. I couldn't go in no federal court. That's what y'all told me. You better hire you a lawyer. No, you better hire you a liar if you want. Nobody can present me better than me. And I don't play no games. I don't pretend to be anything that I'm not. I don't. But self-preservation is the first law of the land for an individual. First law of the land for an individual. Self-preservation. You got to look out for self. And then everything that's up under that umbrella of self. You can't even make your children first, because you came before the children. I hear a lot of people say, my children come first. Well, silly rabbit, I'm telling you, you're making a mistake. And you're going to regret that when your kid get older and they don't make you first. It's an order to everything. Some people call it a pecking order. Some people call it a hierarchy. It's just an order. Nature shows us order. And our bodies should be in harmony with nature, not acrimonious. It should be in harmony. I thank everybody who participated in the $11 Cash App, Super Chat, PayPal challenge. I have someone who ordered a t-shirt from me. I thank you for that order. And you wanted to know whether the shirts that I have, because I do have product, and I think I have it in my system. I'm going to see if I do, but I think I do. These are not all of my t-shirts. These are just some that I started out with. I'm going to see if I have it here in the system. I don't really see it, so I don't know. I'm going to have to look. But these people are really, really, really something. They really are. And they're absolutely funny. Absolutely funny. I mean, they're ridiculous. Now, everybody is defending Skinny. Skinny. He don't have to worry about nothing. I bet the Skinny don't feel like that. Look how he look every night. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, he comes on late night now. I guess he has to come on when he get off work. I don't know where he's working. I know he's not a fireman. He's not built for that. But he's probably trying to put out fires everywhere he goes. But he started this when he and Black Mondo came up with trying to set up Sister T. And all of these sad women who lost their channel and got it back and then go back to the same old thing haven't learned a thing. Have not learned a thing. These women are ridiculous. They get on here and say some of the darndest things. And it's unbelievable what these women say. How they sound, how they look. It's funny. It really is. And then they want to laugh and talk about me as if that matters. Baby. Y'all can't touch me with a 10-foot pole. Y'all can't. I am who I say I am. Have been since day one. I don't pretend to be nothing. I am Toothless Tiger. Sure, Yvette, my mama used to call me. That's who I am. And I love, love, love being me. It took me a long time to get here. I had to work through some things. I believe in counseling. If you got some issues going on, get help. Don't let nobody tell you to take it to your grave, because your grave may come before it's time. Stress kills. You shouldn't do that. And you don't have to go and tell the world. You don't have to put everything on YouTube. I told my story because I really live a transparent life in real life. And I know my story is going to help somebody. And I had to listen to this man take my story and make a mockery out of it. I had to do that. But it was worth that to me. You see, remember, don't envy anyone for what they have, because you may not be willing to pay the price. But see, I'm willing to pay for me. I am. Whatever it costs. And if I can help somebody, I'm willing to do that. That's who I am. So I can't be nobody else in no other way. I have to be me, and I have to do it my way. And like old Blue Eyes said, I did it my way. Nobody else's. My way. It ain't no big eyes and little U's. It's us. Some people say justice is just us, but it's us. 13 is very important. To some people, it's the worst number in the world. But 13 signifies the amendment that says that you will never be a slave again unless you volunteer, voluntary servitude, or you commit a crime. That's when you become enslaved again. But we're all a slave to something. If it's nothing but a product of our minds, if it's just a figment of our imagination, we all are enslaved to something. You do your work and leave other people work alone. Nobody tells me who to support on YouTube, and I'm going to support who I choose. There was once a time when I supported all the people who telling me not to support somebody. There was once a time that I supported the people who are now wanting my channel, who keeps flagging me. There's nothing that I'm talking about on this channel that merits people flagging me. But yet they'll flag and they'll flag and they'll flag, and probably I won't get ads. That's fine. That happens. But as my son remind me, did you really get on there for that? What did you get on there for? Then do you, Cheryl. Do you. And that's what I do. Because I do me very well. I don't do other people well. I try sometimes to, mimic somebody's voice or something, but I'm not real good at other people, but I'm very good at being me. I'm very good at that. I am so very grateful that you guys came. I'm not going to stay a real long time. We're here at the 2 hour mark. I think I'm going to get ready to call it a night. Again, I thank everybody who participated in the $11 million challenge that gave $11 to my Cash App, my PayPal. I appreciate that. I really hate that we couldn't do the story. If anybody want to talk about the story, if anybody know of anybody that may be in a situation like that, in the description, I put the phone number to the hotlines for missing children and exploited children. I put the hotline in there for that reason. Black Rain, tell Storm hello too. And yes, so your picture was amazing. You look absolutely beautiful. Phyllis said, it's your thing. Do what you want to do. I heard that through the grapevine. I can't tell you who to sock it to. Yeah, it's your thing. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. I can't tell you who to sock it to. You see, Ass and I was talking, and we noticed one thing why a lot of people hate the Toothless one and don't want to see my channel succeed. And it's because of my abilities. Y'all, they are innate. My creator gave them to me, and they belong to me and me only. No one else. So I'm going to always, because this is who I am. This is who I am. I was gifted with everything that you see and hear. And I am grateful. Okay, Maria. And we all said hello back. We appreciate you guys. I certainly appreciate the subscription and for you guys participating in the audience. That means so much to me, more than you guys will ever know. I started out with 3 subscribers, 3. And no matter how many show up on a daily basis, I'm honored. I'm truly honored. We have a lot of hurting people on this app, and I think a lot of people need recovery. I think many of them are self-medicating more than they care to mention. And there's nothing I can do other than to share my story in hopes that it will help someone seek the help that they need. Because there's so many people on here with the drinking problem and with self-medicating with either street drugs, over-the-counter drugs, or prescription drugs. We have a lot of hurting people. And one thing that we know is true. Hurting people hurt people. And we don't know what these people have to deal with in their home lives. So I understand they come to YouTube. They say to escape. But what are you escaping when you're buying into craziness? When you're becoming someone that you're not? When someone can sell you a lie? It is also written that the people would trade the truth for a lie. And they do that well here and call it, it's just YouTube. This is the metaverse. But you're in the universe, on the metaverse. So reality is forever present, whether you believe it or not. And you're affecting real lives when you hurt people. The meal ticket, I don't know you. I don't care about you and nobody else and your skills to look people up and do what you do. I'm no secret. You guys are looking at my LinkedIn account once a week. I've been retired for 12 years, ain't looking for nobody's job. All of a sudden, people are interested in me? Not. And I've seen a couple of people that looked me up. I don't have a problem with that. Like I said, I'm not an H&R Block worker. I'm a certified collector for the United States government, retired. I am a revenue officer. And as I've shared with you guys countless of times, my badge retired with me. Yeah, they don't just give these away. You have to actually work there and you have to actually own them. And if you look at the little holes, they will tell you that I'm retired. That's what that spells, retired. All those little dots spells retired. So my badge retired with me. I am a revenue officer by trade. That was the last job that I held publicly. I've had many public servant jobs, and I enjoyed them all. I really did. I don't too much like people, but I love people, and I don't mind helping people. Thank you, Rain and Storm. Look forward to see you guys Sunday as well. I thank everybody for coming. I'm going to pay, as I always do, homage to CJ. And I'm also going to remind you guys of how my numbers never seem to move. They go backwards and forward and forward and backwards. And so, like, I'm glad you had a beautiful birthday and you enjoyed it. I'm so happy everybody came to visit me. Happy birthday to all the Virgos. I'm getting ready to leave the Tiger's Den. You can stay and listen to the music or you can say goodbye. But I'm about to play us out. Hello, Trinity Soldier. Glad to see you. As always, I love you all, and you all have really, really blessed me today. So I want to thank you all. And I use the word blessed because when you learn etymology, and you can get the etymology dictionary online, you learn the origin of words, and you kind of understand when they first start being used. A lot of them, they've changed the definition of words. And what they do is add to it or leave some off. That's why it's best if you're going to get a book, a dictionary, please go get the oldest ones you can find. You will find more in-depth meaning to a word that you use every day, but you may not know the origin of the word. And so you may be saying it in today's vernacular, but if you look it up, you may see somebody else is using it for something else. Like the word nice, look up the etymology on the word nice. You will be surprised at what it shows you. I'm going to always try to leave you with something. And again, if anybody is interested in the book Silent Weapons, Quiet Wars, Henry Black's Law Dictionary, please feel free to use the email address that's strolling here at the bottom. And I'll be more than happy to send you a copy. It is at no cost to you. It's just a click of an email. It's a PDF file. I do have merchandise, my t-shirts, and I will be having them up Sunday where I can show the ones that I have. This is one of my t-shirts right here, and that's Toothless Tiger, and it says fuck them teeth, because I decided to come on without my teeth. And so I have not me, which is what I have on. Not me doesn't stand for me, Cheryl. It stands for me, whoever me put the shirt on. Not me, I won't be bullied. That's why I made it. Not me. But it could be not me, whatever you're not going to tolerate anymore. That's what it's all about. I have journals for those who like to write or who don't like to write. But I promise you, if you learn to write and don't write for anybody but you will be amazed at the things that you will let out of you that are keeping you in a place you're wondering, why do I feel stuck? Sometimes we are in our own minds. And sometimes we have to give up some of the things that we've been taught and learn anew. Doesn't mean that our parents were wrong. Doesn't mean that they didn't love us enough. They taught us everything they knew. So if they were wrong, it meant they were taught wrong. But they gave us all that they had in love. And we have to know that in our knower. And remember, the knower is in your gut, your stomach. You know how you feel a certain way? You might think something is off. You might feel something is off. But that stomach will give you that queasy feeling, then you know something is off. May not know what it is, but you know something is not right. Listen to yourself. And it's okay to run it by somebody else. It's always okay to get a second opinion. But let the opinion that matters be yours. We don't always get it right. We just do the best we can. And that's all we can do. And again, remember, some people think bulk sense is the best. I beg to differ. If you can learn from someone else's mistake, then I think you've learned something. I'm going to say good night to everybody, and I'm leaving the Tiger's Den. In soul, I'm going to leave with your song, and then I'll play a couple of others. Let me thank everybody again for the challenge. I appreciate everybody that gave. Praise. You got to remove the excess water. Now she's coming This out. Is how you do it. Thank you. I don't know why sometimes this thing plays right and sometimes it doesn't. So let me try it again. Let me take you back to my elementary school days. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. People. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. People. I didn't do anything to these people. But I'm being bullied anyway. We will stop the bullying. And it starts with me. My new hashtag, not me. I am telling you, I'm not going, not me, Skinny, You're the worst man I'll ever know. There's no way I could ever go. No, 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 no way. Look at the fat woman with no teeth. No, 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 no way. I'm going without you. We're going to court together. And I hope you stay free. I'm going, and you going with me. Ooh, 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 with me. You're going with me. Ooh, ooh, skinny. Ooh, ooh, skinny. Ooh, ooh, skinny. You're going. You're gonna go with me. See that old man over there in his chair? This old man is living in the bottle. He done quit his 9 to 5. He drink full time, and now he's living in the bottle. Well, see that old man over there in his chair? This old man got a problem, and it's a bad one. Now he done pawned off everything, his old woman wedding ring for the bottle. Well, and don't you think it's a crime when time after time people living in the bottle? These people living in the bottle, y'all. YouTube. When I look at the subscribe, YouTube. When I look at the subscribers that I received over the past year, 60 subscribers compared to other content creators. Some started when I started. Some came after me. The numbers are not numbering. From what my numbers tell me, I gained 1 subscriber every 6 days. YouTube. You got me. You got me. You've got me, YouTube. You've got me speechless. You've got me. You've got me. You've got me. You've got me speechless. All I can say is yes, yes, yes. All I can say is yes, yes, yes. Whoo. Did you know that mental health is a family affair? It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. Well, One child grows up to be somebody that just loves to learn, and another child grows up to be somebody you just love to burn. Mama loves the both of them. You see, it's in the blood. Both kids are good to mom. Blood thicker than the mud. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. Oh, a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. Nobody wants to blow. Nobody wants to be left out. You can't leave because your heart is there. But you can't stay because you've been somewhere else. You can't cry because you look broke down, but you're crying anyway because you're all broke down. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. Well, it's a family affair. Hey. You know, sometimes in a relationship, be it male or female, we tend to not want to let go. No matter what's going on in our relationship, we just want to hold on. Sometimes we find ourselves singing this song. And I am telling you, I'm not going. You're the best man I'll ever know. There's no way I can ever go. No, 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 no way. No, 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 no way I'm living without you. I'm not living without you. I don't want to be free. I'm staying. And you're gonna love me. Ooh, 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 love me. You're gonna love me. And I am telling you, I'm not going, even though the rough times are showing. There's just no way, there's no way. We're part of the same place. We're part of the same time. We both share the same blood. We both have the same mind. And time we've had so much to share. No, 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 no. I'm not waking up tomorrow morning and finding that there's nobody there. Darling, there's no way. No, 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 no way. I'm living without you. I'm not living without you. You see, there's just no way. There's no way. Tear down the mountains, yell, scream, and shout. Like you can say what you want to. I'm not walking out. Stop all the rivers, push, strike, and kill. I'm not going to leave you. There's no way I will. And I am telling you, I'm I'm not going. You're the best man I'll ever know. There's no way I can ever go. No, 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 no way. No, 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 no way. I'm living without you. I'm not living without you. Not living without you. I don't want to be free. I'm staying, and you, you're gonna love me. You're gonna love me. Yes, you are. Ooh, ooh, love me. Ooh, 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 love me. Love me. Love me. Love me. You're gonna love me. Money, 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 money. Money. Money, 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 money. Some people will sell you out. Do you know what I'm talking about? Some people tell jokes of dirt. They don't care whose feelings they hurt. I was told from times of old, the game's to be sold and not told. If you don't know what I'm talking about, hang around YouTube and you will find out about that mean, oh mean, mean green, almighty dollar, cash money. Well, people don't let money, don't let money change you. Almighty dollar, cash money. People don't let money. Don't let money change you. Almighty dollar. They just keep on scamming and scamming everybody. Check them out, scamming and scamming everybody. I tell y'all, people don't let money, don't let money change you. Money, 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 money. Money. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone to fulfill my needs. A lonely place to be. So I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. the greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. In a mother's love, you will find everything. Everything's alright. To a mother's love, you are bound. You can rest on sacred ground. You are free to dream because she sees what you can be. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. You see, Cheryl will do what she said she will do. She will stand by her word and see it through. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. There just ain't one. There just ain't one weapon, no. You see, I'm the weapon. And I do what I say I'm going to do. Fake money. Fake money. Fake money. Fake money. Fake money. These niggas always tell a lie on you, and if you're not gonna sue, they think the lie becomes the truth. I know that the song gets very corny, but it's not worse than showing 10 racks of phony money. Fake money. Fake money. Fake money. Fake money. Fake money. Fake money. Mundo. Baby, baby. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Everybody was YouTube fighting. Those cats were fast as lightning. In fact, it is a little bit frightening. Make sure you have expert timing. There is little skinny mister and his underboss muddy black. They be lying up front and recording you in the back. From a hit the cash app to make the haters mad. Through your super chats, they would have stolen all you had. Everybody was YouTube fighting. Ha! Those cats were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Ha! Make sure you have expert timing. You two fighting, hands and feet, fast as lightning. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, you know, there's a whole lot of bullying going on YouTube. You know, a lot of screenshotting and stalking and harassing. There was this guy named Mundo. He used to say he stood with me against bullying until he decided to take my campaign and turn it into a movement for We Stand and two other women that he and the WWE tag team partner that he shares used to bully. I said, no, thank you. And I walked away. But while I was there, I noticed he'd find out information against people that he say he was against. And the next thing we know, we heard all of this stuff about their families. They call it something. What is it? Doxing? Oh, beep, 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 beep. No doxing, Mundo. Beep, beep. No doxing on YouTube. Beep, 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 beep. No doxing, Mundo. Beep, 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 beep. No doxing on YouTube. Beep, 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 beep. It seems like you want to really be a part of something great. If you want to be a part of the lawsuit, have your attorney to contact me. I present myself. Or just wait until I decide to add you to the suit. You can do it however you choose. But just remember, LexisNexis is not affiliated with YouTube. And you didn't get from just anywhere. So it's going to be interesting with you and the organization as you explain all of this doxing. Beep, 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 beep. The time has come for us. Stop messing around. I almost thought you really were serious about stop bullying. Oh, Mondo. So many times I thought you were sincere. For you to say I found the charges in my ear, Mondo. You start doxing. Oh, my heart was yearning for you to file charges against Skinny Mister. My heart was a yearning for you to file the charge. Oh, my heart was yearning for you to file the charge. Mondo can't keep doxing everybody's life. Mondo can't keep doxing everybody's life. You can't Mondo doxing everybody's life. Mondo doxing everybody's life. You can't Mondo doxing everybody's life. Mondo relax and everybody's right. Boom, 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 boom. Skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied. You're a bad, bad mister in them penitentiary slippers on your way to the shower. I know you're gonna be there for hours. Skinny tight, skinny tight, skinny tight. Yeah, and when you drop that soap, we know Big Bub will be there to give you some hope now. Yeah. And when he squeeze and tease, boy, we know you know that's dynamite, child. Yeah. And when you work and twerk, send your body all into a jerk now. Wow. Skinny tight, skinny tight, skinny tight. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Skinny light, skinny light, skinny light, skinny light, skinny light. For anybody that slept, and if you're wondering if you are in my federal lawsuit, the answer is no. The lawsuit is over. I won $11 million by default judgment. And as I stated before, I will probably never see a dime, but I won. And that's the good part. I saw it to fruition. And that's all you have to do is stick to it. Don't let anybody deter you from standing your square. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not enough and you can't do it, because you can do anything you set your mind to. I tell you, reading is fundamental. And if you don't get it the first time you read it again and again and again. If there are words in the sentence that you don't quite comprehend just from seeing the word, get one of the older dictionaries, get a law dictionary, and always, always, always keep your friend Google close by and ask for the definition. Ask for it to be used in a sentence so that you can comprehend what you're reading. It can be done. I would always advise anyone, if they'd like, to seek counsel, because counsel is available for a nominal fee, and it could be an expensive fee. I don't know. It's your choice. But always, if you must bet, and I'm not a betting person, but if you must bet, I'm going to always bet on me. And I'm going to suggest that you always bet on you. Self-preservation is the first law of the land. And if you think about yourself and your livelihood and your family, all that you hold dear and love, think about those things when you think about how these people bully you and harass you and stalk you. And they say they have a right to free speech. They have a right to free speech. What they don't have a right is to come together as a cult gang on YouTube and harass you and attack your opinions. We all have opinions, just like our birthmark, which is our belly button. That birthmark is where the umbilical cord kept us floating in the water of the womb. Most people call it the matrix. The world wants you in a false matrix, but you were in the original matrix, the one that your creator had you in. And then you entered the world. So I say to you, never give up on yourself. Believe in you when you can't believe in nobody else. And listen, if you don't have the courage or the strength to believe in you, then just know Toothless believe in you for you. Keep on keeping on and let no man knock you off your square. I have given you a mini concert, and as it comes to the end, we're going to pay tribute to CJ, and then I'm going to fade away with Speechless. I love that song because it's leaving me speechless about my numbers. And I'm not a numbers person, but just to see how it's going, it doesn't make sense. So don't think that I think for one moment that I am not good enough, because I am more than enough. I appreciate you all for staying with me, for supporting me, and for giving to me. You don't have to do that. You choose to do that. And I thank you for your choice. You made a good one. And I'll do my best to stay creative and give you content that you can be proud of. And I'll talk about these people as well. But I need you all to know who's wondering and worried about my charts. Then you may need to be worried about it as far as the complaint goes, because that's a criminal complaint. But my federal case was civil, and it is done. I won $11 million. So, on that note, let's say salute, good night, bless you. We're thinking about you. We're sending positive vibrations into the universe on your behalf, CJ, and to your mom and your siblings and your babies, to your family. Remember, if you see something that's questionable, don't hesitate to pick up the phone and make that call. You never know whose life you could be saving. Although this story that we talked about tonight, they say that that was the lady's children, we're going to have to go with that. So did Mike the trucker, and I'm going to respect him for that. I thank him for the story. I thank him for being involved. We must take a stand against wrongdoing and evil. And the only way that evil prevails is that good men do nothing. Time is out for doing nothing. We've got to stand. I'm going to play Maria's favorite right now, and then I'm going to give honor to CJ. I got to think of her because Maria was working two jobs, and she gave me her time, and I appreciate that. And she has to travel at night. So I want to give her a little excitement before she goes to sleep. So let me play my song from Gil Scott Heron, In the Bottle. It's my version. See that old man over there in his chair? This old man is living in the bottle. He done quit his 9 to 5. He drink full time, and now he's living in the bottle. Well, see that old man over there in his chair? This old man got a problem, and it's a bad one. Now he done pawned off everything, his old woman wedding ring for the bottle. Well, and don't you think it's a crime when time after time people living in the bottle? These people living in the bottle, y'all. Justice for CJ, a son, brother, father, uncle. Up drove the hearse Cadillac. A crowd of people gathered around, all dressed in black. And as they removed his body from the car, such pain she never knew had filled her heart. It happened on An early Saturday morning, when the noise from the phone really disturbed her, she wasn't too sure at first just what the caller meant. When they informed her that there had been an incident, why, oh why, the sound of a mother's cry as she gathered herself and wiped the tears from her eyes. Somebody asked who was the next of kin. But oh Lord, it was the beginning of her end. March 17th, 2018. CJ will forever be 22 years young. Justice for CJ. YouTube. When I look at the YouTube, when I look at the subscribers that I received over the past year, 60 subscribers compared to other content creators. Some started when I started, some came after me. The numbers are not numbering. From what my numbers tell me, I gained 1 subscriber every 6 days. YouTube. You got me. You got me. You've got me, YouTube. You've got me speechless. You've got me. You've got me. You've got me. You've got me speechless. All I can say is yes, yes, yes. All I can say is yes, yes, yes. Whoo. Hey, bling bling lady. I'm so glad you made it. I'm just getting ready to say goodnight, but since you're here, I'm going to play Maria's favorite song because she was motivated, and I'm glad she has to get out every night and go. She is so honorable, and I just love her. So she made a promise to a mother. This is how much of a woman she is. And she's a mother of 3 beautiful children. She made a promise to a mother over 15 years ago that she would take care of her special needs daughter. And she's an adult. And she does not miss a night that she's scheduled to work, to spend the night, because no one wanted to work the night shift. She worked 2 jobs faithfully, diligently, and she goes there every night that she's scheduled. Rain, sleet, shine, and it's at night, so the shine would be the moon and not the sun. But she goes, she works every morning on her day job, put in her time, get her rest in between, and show up every night for this young lady because she promised her mother she would. How many people honors a promise at least 16 years after the person has left this earth? Not many. Maria has done that. And she's the same with all of us that has given her wrenches. She is faithful and she do everything she can to meet our needs when we go live. And for that, we're truly grateful. As a matter of fact, we're grateful for all of you that hold the wrench and support us the way you guys do. Because we know we don't have money to pay you all. Our channels are very small. And for me, I don't collect a lot, but I try to give as much as I can. And other people, I see them giving, I see them doing. And that's truly a blessing for all of us. It shows that no matter how crazy it is, no matter how people want us divided, no matter how people don't want us to succeed, we're succeeding in our own way, and our chats love us for it. So I want to just always honor Maria whenever I get an opportunity, because she asks for nothing in return, and she gives so very much. And I see that in other people with wrenches. I see that in M-Soul. I see how supportive she is. And we all need to have support. And we all have a few people that we can call on every time. And we all are actually blessed to have the same people that we can call on. But I thank you guys for being here for me. And I try to give away a gift a month. Nobody never writes in the comments if they have a massage envy in their town. But I promise you guys, I do give away a free massage once a month if people will let me know that they have one in their town. All you got to do is show up for your 1 hour massage appointment. It's what I do. That's what I can give back. And I give back. So if you have a massage envy in your town, just put it in the comments. I do read my comments. I'm slow, but I'm sure. And you too can be a recipient of a free massage. It's an $85 value that I give away freely because I have so many. And on that note, I'm going to play Maria's song and then I will be gone. But Bling Bling Lady, I wanted to acknowledge you. Uncle Suge came in, Sister T came in, Kelly G came in, and I did not get to honor them by calling out their names. And this is the end of the video, so if anybody listened this far, then they will know that I do honor them and appreciate them coming. On that note, this one's for you, Maria. Even though you don't drink, this one's for you. See that old man over there in his chair? This old man is living in the bottle. He done quit his 9 to 5. He drink full time, and now he's living in the bottle. Well, see that old man over there in his chair? This old man got a problem, and it's a bad one. Now he done pawned off everything, his old woman wedding ring for the bottle. Well, and don't you think it's a crime when time after time people living in the bottle? These people living in the bottle, y'all.